What is going on, guys? My name is Nostalgia FPS. Thanks so much for tuning into yet another year of the top player breakdown here on Modern Warfare 3. This year's installment is going to be a first. It's going to be a PC list, and we are talking about Pluto, the client for Modern Warfare 3. Plutonium is the absolute best way to be playing Modern Warfare 3 right now, especially since the game, the files, everything that you need, it's free using the Steam and Plutonium downloads. It's the fastest growing platform for Modern Warfare 3. Yes, growth instead of decline. Pluto is not the only way to play Modern Warfare 3 on PC. There's actually Techno and Steam, but Pluto is the definitive way to play Modern Warfare 3 across all the platforms. There's new guns, new maps, all kinds of different opportunities for this game right now, and I'm excited to see the growth that we're seeing. So now that you guys know what Pluto is, let's go ahead and talk about those top 15 players that are dominating on this game right now. So as I just mentioned right there, it's going to be a top 15 list. There are going to be 10 honorable mentions later on featured on screen, and then in the description and the pinned comment below, it's actually going to be ranked down to 50. So we actually ranked out really far. There's a lot of really good players on this list. It was very difficult to put everybody together. So I want to have this list as an establishment for 2021, 2022. So later on when I make another list, we can see those who have improved, maybe those who have stepped away from the game, and we can have an improved list in the future. There's also SM2, which has the potential to come out later next year, and with an establishment on Modern Warfare 3 with Pluto, that'll definitely help me with my rankings on SM2 when that comes out. But with all that brief intro aside, let's go ahead and talk about how each player is going to be ranked here within this top 15. Of course, everybody on this list is going to be able to drop MOABs, be able to drop gameplays, but there's certain criteria that are going to help me stack each person into their own place. The first and most important detail I find when ranking somebody is their performance versus other strong players. Now this can be misconstrued sometimes when it's a 3v1 situation. I'm talking about strong player versus strong player. What happened? How did they fare against each other? A lot of this is my own perspective, being in the game, watching two players play against each other, but also some of this is from a gameplay standpoint where somebody MOABs somebody else and uploads a video and that type of scenario. The next important piece is the gameplay quality, and this is solo over parties, and it's also about the maps that you're playing on. I definitely value gameplays on the core 17 Modern Warfare 3 maps rather than the new maps like Rust and Nuketown that are really supposed to be 6v6 maps, but it's a 9v9 scenario, so it's just chaos and fast MOABs and double MOABs, multiple MOABs. They're a lot easier in those scenarios, so they have a little bit less weight on this list. So to the idea of gameplays, we're going to be factoring in gameplay count, and if you've done it once, then you can do it again. I understand that philosophy, but these are the people who are certainly striving every time they're playing to go out and get a gameplay and perform at the highest level. The next factor is going to be performance with non-meta weapons, so of course the ACR, the MP7, PP90, those things are really, really powerful here on this game, especially on PC with keyboard and mouse accuracy. But your ability to use the variety that Modern Warfare 3 has is definitely going to be important when factoring in your rank. Number 5 is going to be consistent performance, so you're not too streaky, you're not dropping a double and a triple mob and then getting mobbed the next couple days. And then the last piece here, which is not as important as the rest of them, is an aggressive playstyle. A lot of people can sit back and let the game come to them, but I want to reward those who are aggressive and push and kind of make gameplays happen. If you set the pace of the lobby, I think you are a stronger player, and so that I'm going to give aggressive playstyle some extra consideration. So then the last little thing here, before we go ahead and jump into the ranks, this is my opinion, this is my list. This isn't definitive, this isn't end-all be-all. Of course I had help from my friends, I had help from the community, but at the end of the day, where I put everybody, it's a matter of opinion, and there are some people that I might have forgotten, I might have left off the list. There are some people that might come to the game later on. This is in January of 2022. It's focusing on 2021 last year. Really the only requirement to be on this list is that you played off and on for a month last year. So keep in mind that this is just the way I see the game, and this is how I'm ranking everybody. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into the ranks. Alright, here we go. At the number 15 spot, we have Kobatine. Kobatine's popping off in the music scene as Kid Kenny, but music isn't the only thing he's known for, because on Modern Warfare 3, he's called one of the best. He has a unique lefty setup that he uses to dominate the competition, and I definitely hope to see more gameplays and music from him coming this year. At the number 14 spot, we have our first EU player on the list, and that's Xinu. Xinu is consistently dominant here on Pluto MW3, using great rotations around the map to allow him to go on massive streak. Even when he's on high ping, he always finds a way to do well and top frag in the lobby, and for those reasons, he's got our number 14 spot here on the list. At the number 13 spot, we have xJace. xJace is known for high-level gameplay with 10 sensitivity on console with the controller, but on PC he carries that same trend using high DPI. He uses that high DPI to his full benefit, having great accuracy while doing so. He's incredibly aggressive with his playstyle, and that warrants a lot of the gameplays he gets here on Pluto. For those reasons, he's number 13 here on our list. At number 12, we have Curve, aka Snowy or Cherries. Curve is one of the most mechanically gifted players here on our list. His accuracy and movement are top notch, and he's a huge force to go against when he starts streaking. For those reasons, he's number 12 here on our list. At number 11, we have I'm Just Arkham. While he now mostly runs Rebirth on Warzone, you can find Arkham back at home on Pluto Modern Warfare 3 every once in a while. Arkham is the proud holder of the fastest Moab here on Pluto, and he also boasts multiple triple Moabs on the platform. He's one of the most prominent pub stompers here on the game, and we hope to see more from him here in the future. At number 10, we have We Call It Dutch. The longtime master at PS3 Ground War, Dutch has traded his ACR for the AK-74U of Pluto, and he's back to beasting in 9v9. He's a very aggressive player and sets a pace for each game he's in. His most notable achievement this year is a triple Moab with a quad fail on mission, which is absolutely insane. He's an amazing player and very worthy of his spot. At number 9, we have Aspire Julie. Julie has great mechanics and accuracy, which has helped in achieving feats like 100 ping triple Moabs. The few times I've seen Julie on more home connection with lower ping, it's easy to tell Julie is an incredible player and very worthy of the spot on our list. At number 8, we have Volcanzo. With every name change he has, he drops an insane new gameplay, and you can find him most recently as Smiling Gator 156. Odds are, if you do find him, you'll find him with an M16 or CM901, as he strives to excel with non-meta weapons, and he consistently drops gameplays despite putting himself at a disadvantage. He's a very aggressive player, and I hope to see more insane gameplay from him in the coming year. At number 7, we have TGD, aka the Codfather of MW3 PC. TGD has long dominated Steam MW3, but has largely moved to Vanguard in Modern Warfare 2019. When he does return to MW3 on Pluto, he's a dominant force to go against. His insane flicks and accuracy lead to endless reports against him, and he proves year after year why he's one of the best on the game. At number 6, we have Swarms. Swarms is the world record holder for the Die Rise BO2 speedrun to round 50, and in his spare time he drops triple Moabs on Modern Warfare 3. He makes walls look like graham crackers the way he melts through them with his impact ACR. He's another player who made it big on console and made the transition to PC look seamless. For those reasons, I have him at number 6 here on our list. Alright, before we go ahead and hit the top 5, I want to cover the honorable mentions that we have for this list. These are players that just almost made the video, but these are the players ranked 16 through 25. In a sequential order, we have Dowd, Dow Monster, Lobbing C4s, Bible Black, Illuminati, Dance, Nemo, aka Pain, Fortunate FL, Raken, and Bacon Slayer. Big props to these guys, they're all very good players. Just unfortunately did not make the top 15, but I feel like they deserve a big shout out here before we go ahead into the top 5. Alright, the grand finale, the big top 5. At number 5, we have Restituo. Our highest ranking controller player, Rest shook the game when he swapped from console to PC. He's already Moabbed many of the big names, some even on this top 50 list. While Rest does venture into stock maps and other servers, he's really been known for owning the Nuketown server since its release here on Pluto. He's incredibly sound in his mechanics and knows each map better than anyone else. For those reasons, he gets our number 5 spot here on this list. At number 4, we have Weedy Plant. One of the many greats that's moved over from Techno to Pluto, Weedy gained notoriety for dropping a quad on Techno MW3, and he now dominates Pluto MW3 lobbies with numerous triple Moabs. He's an incredibly smart player and is super consistent, and that's why he holds our number 4 spot. At the number 3 spot, we have Arnaz. Arnaz is the man with keys to a router more powerful than the United Nations server. That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but he is known for some insane ping that he gets. On our NN servers, you'd think he's an American player with the low ping that he has, and on EU servers, sometimes he has single-digit ping. Connection aside, he's known for his top-tier accuracy and rotations that make him really hard to track down, and when he's streaking, good luck. He's just a really consistent player that dominates in every lobby, regardless of the server location. For those reasons, I've got him at number 3. At the number 2 spot, we have EOJZ. My first encounter with EOJZ, he was being reported so many times, our server inbox was flooded with reports. This is because his flick accuracy is top notch and his movement is flawless. He's at the top of the game dropping fast mobs, especially with non-meta weapons, and for those reasons, he holds the number 2 spot. If you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you. We have reached the number 1 spot, and I think it's a name you might be familiar with. At the number 1 spot, we got Scripps. You know, there's a lot you could say about Scripps, but I'll just say this. British, innit? Alright, jokes aside, let's talk about Scripps. Scripps is the king of console and is now the king of Pluto Modern Warfare 3. He's done it all. He's mobbed the big names and earned the big gameplays. This month alone, I believe he has 2 quads. Honestly, he has so many triple mobs. He has more triples than a lot of people have singles. He consistently dominates every lobby with his great knowledge of spawns, and his accuracy can take down multiple enemies at once, even on higher ping. He's great with a sniper, a ray gun, controller, or keyboard or mouse. He's truly our number 1 here on the Pluto platform, just a beast. Props to you, Scripps. And with that, that's going to conclude our 2022 list for Plutonium Modern Warfare 3. Thank you guys so much for watching, I truly do appreciate it. This is the 3rd year of our installment doing this. It's been going on since the middle of 2020. I just truly appreciate everybody that's shown support to the list. I know it can be controversial at times, but at the end of the day, it's all fun. And hopefully it's some motivation for everybody to get back on the game and keep it alive. As I did mention, spots number 26 through 50 are going to be in the description and the pinned comment. So do go ahead and check those out. Let me know what you think of those. One last thing I almost forgot. Please go ahead and show some love and support to everybody featured in the video here today. I've provided a link for everyone that has them. So it could be YouTube or Twitch link. Go ahead and give them a subscription or a follow. Check them out in any way that you can, because I appreciate them and I appreciate that we're able to make this list. So did want to throw that out there before I go, but now I'm dipping out. So thank you guys.